1 week to go until your Devizes to Westminster race starts. Most of your training would have been done and you're ready to go. So what difference can you make in 1 week to maximise your race next Saturday? Everybody who does a DW has a plan, and that's half the problem. They generally only have a plan. You need to start thinking about what's your B plan and what's your C plan. Today we're going to talk about teacup thinking. Not these teacups, but Clive Woodward's thinking correctly under pressure strategy. 2003, Clive Woodward went on to lead the England team to World Cup glory and also helped Team GB in 2012 at the London Olympics. And one of the things he spoke over and over again was about thinking correctly under pressure. What do you do when things aren't going your way? When the sun is shining and everything is falling into place, brilliant. Everything's following to plan. That's great. Your race is well on schedule. But what happens when something starts to derail you? If the rudder breaks, if you don't make a food stop, if you don't get your drinks changed, if you miss your support crew for a while, what are you going to do? What are those steps that you're going to follow? I heard a story once at the World Championships with Ivan Lawler, our most successful athlete in the sport. I think he broke his rudder, but he got through to the point where he could be supported and just passed the boat over to his dad, who was in the support lane. His dad probably called him a stupid boy and then set about fixing the rudder, got his boat sorted, sent him back onto the way, probably went on to win the race. But that was important that he knew exactly what to do and who was the best person placed in order to maximise the efficiency of the situation. He knew that someone was much better at doing that than he was, so he passed it over. So I want you to think about everything that could possibly go wrong when your race starts, or even before your race starts, and start writing them down. When you're having a coffee, when you're having a cup of tea, think about, well, what will we do if this? And make sure you've got an answer to that. And you need to know the answer, your partner needs to know the answer to it, and your support crew needs to know the answer to it. And it could be, if we fall in the first few miles, what are we going to do? Are we going to do a kit change? How do we know what the weather's going to do? What are we going to do if the weather surprises us? That's the thing about Easter. Even though we've got our weather forecast for a week's time, it can change a lot. What are we going to do if our rudder does break? Who's going to fix it? Have we set the boat up in readiness to get to it quickly? Are you the person who's going to fix it? Or is it going to be your K2 partner? Or is it going to be a member of your support crew? And also, if it's going to be someone else doing it, what are you going to do to maximise your time when that is happening? So go and get warm, get some food, start planning about what you're going to do next. Without planning these things, we start to panic and we get frantic. We stand over someone else trying to fix our boat for us, saying, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? That never helps. That's never going to speed anybody up. So make sure you're clear on what you'll do in all the situations, and then just practice those situations in your mind well before next Saturday. Talk about it, put an idea on the table that could go wrong, and then just go through the methodical steps of what you'll do that then gets you back in the race. There's a huge window of opportunity to finish this race, and that is the priority for nearly every crew who are taking part next Saturday. So think about what you can do to maximise your ability to get from Devizes all the way to Westminster Bridge. And then you don't panic about what the tide's going to do just because you're behind a little bit on your schedule. Make sure you or someone in your support crew knows exactly what the tide opportunities are. What does the half lock at Richmond look like if you need to portage that because you need to take advantage of a bigger tide window? If you know all of these things, then you won't panic if things don't start going your way. So plan for the worst, hope for the best, and enjoy this last week as we get ready for this awesome race next Saturday. Keep it up, everyone.